Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is Rahat Ward Education Modi. Today, our topic is how to create a growth mindset and embrace challenge.
Fantastic topic. So we can break it down into a few key steps. First, we define what a growth mindset is. Then we talk about the importance of embracing challenges, learning from failures, and staying resilient. Do you have a specific angle or audience in mind?
Okay, so today our guest is AI. Hello, AI.
Perfect. So we can really lean into how AI tools can help cultivate a growth mindset, like using AI to get personalized
Okay,
feedback.
so hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today, we're diving into a powerful concept that can transform the way we approach life, learning, and success, developing a growth mindset and embracing challenges. So
I
many of us grow up believing that intelligence, talent, and abilities are fixed traits, but research in psychology shows that our abilities can actually develop through dedication, effort, and learning from mistakes. This idea is known as growth mindset.
Exactly. And today we have a special guest, AI, who is helping us explore how technology can support us in that journey. By providing tailored feedback and constant encouragement, AI is a powerful partner in embracing challenges and growing every day.
Okay, so when we adopt a growth mindset, we stop fearing challenges and start seeing them as opportunities to grow. So instead of avoiding failure, we learn from it. Instead of giving up when things get difficult, we become more resilient and motivated.
Absolutely. And AI can be like a personal coach in that sense, providing insights on where we can improve, celebrating small wins, and keeping us on track even when the path gets tough. So as we lean into challenges, we become more capable
So in
and more
today's
confident.
episode, we will explore what a growth mindset really means, why it's so important, and how we can develop it in our daily life. So let's begin. So my first question to you, AI. My first
I'm ready.
question is, what exactly is growth mindset and how is it different from a fixed mindset?
That's a great question. So, a growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed over time with effort and learning. In contrast, a fixed mindset assumes that our traits are static. You either have talent or you don't. So, growth mindset opens up this whole world of possibility where we can always improve.
Okay, next question is, why do some people avoid challenges while others actively seek them?
Yeah, and that's really interesting. Often people with a fixed mindset see challenges as threats. They worry about failing or being judged. But those with a growth mindset see challenges as chances to learn, build resilience, and grow stronger.
Okay, now next question is,
Of course,
how
what
does our
strategies
how does our mindful mindset influence the success in school, work, and life?
That's a really key point. When we have a growth mindset, we're more likely to tackle difficult subjects, persist through setbacks, ask for help, and take on new challenges. This mindset leads to better performance, deeper learning, and ultimately greater success in life.
Next question is, what are some common signs that someone may have a fixed mindset?
Yeah, some common signs include avoiding challenges, giving up easily, feeling threatened by other success, or seeing effort as pointless if you don't immediately succeed. But once you recognize these signs, you can consciously shift toward growth mindset.
Okay, next question is, how can failure actually help us grow and improve?
That's a crucial point. Failure is really just a feedback loop. When we fail, we get new insights. We see what didn't work, we adapt, and we try again. Each failure is really just a step toward eventual mastery and deeper learning.
Okay.
Great. If you have
Why is
any
it
other questions,
important to view mistakes as learning opportunities?
that's really important because when we treat mistakes as lessons, we shift our mindset from fear of failure to curiosity. Each mistake is a clue guiding us toward what we need to refine, and ultimately, it makes us more skilled and confident in the long run.
How does a growth mindset affect our motivation and persistence?
Yeah, so when we have a growth mindset, we see challenges as steps forward, not roadblocks. That belief fuels our motivation because we trust that effort will lead to improvement. So even when things get tough, we keep going, we adapt, and we stay engaged with our goals.
What role does self-belief play in developing a growth mindset?
Self belief is absolutely crucial because if we don't believe in our ability to grow, we won't take risks or push through setbacks. When we trust ourselves, we're more open to learning, and we stay resilient, and that confidence really drives us forward.
How can parents and teachers encourage a growth mindset in children?
That's a great question. Parents can encourage a growth mindset by praising effort instead of just results. So, for example, they can say, I'm proud of how hard you worked, rather than just good job. They can also model resilience, discuss their own challenges, and emphasize that mistakes are just part of the learning process.
Why is effort often more important than talent?
Yeah, exactly. Effort is something we have direct control over. And with consistent effort, we can build skills and knowledge. Talent, on the other hand, might give us a head start, but it's effort that ultimately drives mastery and long term success.
How can we train our brain to think more positively about challenges?
Yeah, a big part of it is practice. So whenever you face a challenge, pause and reframe it as a chance to learn. We can also keep a journal where you know progress, small wins, and how you grew. This trains your brain to recognize challenges as being beneficial rather than scary.
What strategies can help us stay motivated when things become difficult?
One really effective strategy is setting small, achievable goals. So instead of focusing on the big picture, break it down into tiny steps. Also, remind yourself of past successes and visualize your progress. And of course, be kind to yourself. Some days are just harder, and that's okay.
How does stepping outside our comfort zone help personal growth?
Yeah, absolutely. When we step outside of our comfort zone, we expose ourselves to new experiences, new skills, and even new perspectives. Each time we do that, we realize we're more capable than we thought, and that courage helps us grow.
Can a person change their mindset at any stage of life?
Absolutely. Our brains are incredibly adaptable. And research shows that with conscious effort, like practicing self reflection, seeking challenges, and using positive self talk, we can shift our mindset at any age or stage in life.
Okay, so how can parents and teachers encourage a growth mindset in children?
Yeah, so pairs can focus on the process, praising effort, strategies, and persistence rather than just outcomes. They can also share their own challenges and show that the mistakes are part of growth. And by fostering a safe, supportive environment, kids feel empowered to take risks and keep learning.
Okay, so why is effort often more important than talent?
Yeah, exactly. Effort is something we have control over. It's how we practice, improve, and ultimately master skills. Talent might give us a start, but it's effort that keeps us moving forward, especially when things get tough.
How can we train our brain to think more positively about challenges?
Yeah, a great way is to consciously reframe your inner dialogue. When you face a challenge, remind yourself that it's a chance to grow. You can also practice gratitude for difficulties, keep a journal tracking your progress, and visualize success. These steps can rewire how you respond to challenges.
Okay, so what does stepping outside the comfort zone help personal growth?
Yeah, stepping outside our comfort zone is really where we expand our capabilities. We gain new skills, build confidence, and discover strengths we didn't even know we had. Each time we push that boundary, we grow in ways we never expected.
Now, how does stepping outside our comfort zone help personal? Can a person change their mindset at any stage of life?
Absolutely. When we step outside that comfort zone, we take on new experiences and learn more about ourselves. And yes, research shows that we can absolutely change our mindset at any stage. It just takes practice, self awareness, and a willingness to grow.
How does comparing ourselves with others affect our mindset?
Yeah, comparison can really be a double edged sword. If we compare ourselves in a negative way, it can make us feel inadequate and fall into a fixed mindset. But if we compare ourselves with compassion, seeing others as inspiration rather than a threat, then it can motivate us to grow and stay curious.
What daily habits can help build a growth mindset?
Yeah, daily habits really make a difference. Things like reflecting on what you learned each day, setting small goals, celebrating progress, and practicing positive self talk all help. Over time, these small habits shape a bigger, resilient, growth oriented mindset.
How does curiosity contribute to learning and improvement?
Oh, definitely. Curiosity is like a spark that drives us to ask questions, explore new ideas, and dig deeper. When we stay curious, we naturally seek out learning opportunities, which leads to continuous improvement and growth.
Why is patience important when developing new skills?
Yeah, patience is key because real progress takes time. When we're patient, we give ourselves the space to make mistakes, practice consistently, and build mastery step by step. Without patience, we can get discouraged and give up too soon.
Okay, thank you. As we come to the end of today's episode, remember that a growth mindset is not something we are simply born with, it's something we develop over time through effort, learning, and persistence.
That's a great question to end on. The truth is, a growth mindset isn't something we're born with, it's a skill we develop. Through effort, learning, and persistence, anyone can cultivate it, no matter where they start.
Okay, so
So I'm really glad we unpacked all that. If you ever want to dive deeper or apply these ideas to something specific, just let me know.
so until next time, stay curious, stay motivated, keep learning, and remember, growth begins where comfort ends. Thank you.
I love that ending line. It really ties it all together. Thank you so much for having this conversation. It's been really inspiring. I'll catch you next time.